What's up, everybody? Colin here for a look at week 7 in the queue for the Halifax Moose. I don't think I'm going to have anybody join me today, but that's fine. I think I'm going to run this a little bit different. You're going to hear my annoying voice, and what we'll do is I'm actually going to run through the replays on through the YouTube, because I'm that old, and we'll talk about some things and. That'll be it. Might be a quick one today, which would be awesome. I'm only doing this because somebody asked if there was a live tonight, and I wasn't going to do one, but seeing as how somebody said, hey, is there one? I said, sure, why not? We'll do it. I mean, not doing anything but sitting here, spending time with my annoying family anyway. Who needs family, right? I got my daughter over and her loud-ass dog. God, can't even deal. But anyways, we'll get right into it. I'm going to switch to the main cam here. There we go. So we'll watch it. I won't do much commentating, but I'll stop when I see something interesting. So this is provided by the qmjhl under their channel. And this is where the mooseheads get their links. I love you, honey. I'm just joking. All right. So first period. Let's do it. This is a good game. Ponzetto looks to be really coming into his own playing for that team. He's up on the second line. It seems like he's playing strong. But this was the night Lou came back, which was incredible. He got such a warm welcoming. The kids just got massive wheels, and we definitely missed that. Furlong does a really good job of that too. He keeps the boys on the outside. Furlong's a really talented defenseman. Not my favorite style of play, but he knows what he's doing. Like we have amazing talent on the Halifax Mooseheads this year. Look at that. Our backup goalie just robs them. I mean, we have such star power on our team, and we're just struggling, and that's I think what's most frustrating to us. Furlong misses the chance to clear there, and Bobby Orr gets an attempt. But, that's what the goalie's there for. This kid here, Springer, probably one of our best pickups. Now, Catafor gets pissed. Look at this. He got robbed. Absolutely robbed there. Yeah. Poor Maddie. That was awesome. Great attempt. Picks up the rebound. Just gets robbed. Absolutely incredible. Nice little feed there from Furlong too. Look at this. Look at this. The extension here. Boom. Oh, I didn't even notice that. It was the post. I thought it was a stick. So the post robbed him. All right. So we're still in the first. Nothing. They're on a power play now. Our PK has been really good lately too. Oh. He wanted that so bad. So bad. This was a decent game, though. I actually enjoyed watching this game in the rink. The one we watched on Sunday was absolutely boring. The one in Cape Breton. This second line here, they're really working, man. Oh, you got 2 minutes hooking call. Yeah, no, it wasn't an action-packed game, but it is what it is. I spoke with Bobby Orr after the game, and I asked him, is there a nickname for Ponzetto? That's a nice hit there. Is his nickname for Ponzetto Ponzi? And he looked at me and goes, no, but it is now. So that'd be kind of cool. Know that they call him that up there. Nice save by Milner there. This kid's absolutely incredible this year. Ooh. So we're still tied at nothing. Milner did a great job. Like I can't say enough good things about the kid. We didn't expect him to come out and do as well as he did, but he gave us a chance. The only reason we did as well as we did do was because he was behind the pipes, between the pipes. Oh my God, we got the penalty there, which is good. This kid Springer, I think he's going to be a force for us this year once he gets a little more comfortable. He missed there, but man, that kid, that's a talented kid. That was a really good pickup, I think, anyway. Agree or disagree in the comments. Let's see here. Let's fast forward a bit because it's kind of boring. I know. Somebody joins in on me, we'll chat a little bit, but for now, I think I'm just going to walk through the videos. Nice wraparound attempt there. They almost put it in their own net. Oh no, they did put it in their own net. Wow. Why didn't I notice that at the game? Let's watch that again. I don't know if anybody else knew that, but I didn't know that's what happened. So, all right. They're in deep. Reynolds got it. Pass to Levesque. That goes to Spriner. Spriner tries to wrap around here. And it looks like it bounced off of the goalie. And 79 here put it in. Oh, wow. That's disheartening. I mean, for them. Not for us. That was a lucky little bounce. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Wow. St. Olm's put it in. That's crazy. Oh, lucky bounce for us. We'll take it. So right now it's 0 or 1-0 for the Moose. Jeez, Milner's been good, man. Beautiful attempt stopped by Milner. Was his oar coming up? No. Yeah, just some great tending from Milner throughout that game. He's already faced 25 shots here and hasn't let one in. I didn't find this was as boring as it seems to be with the low score. There we go. They tied it up. So this is the game that, okay. All right, so we're going to get into it now. We'll this is our only really bad game this week. So our OT, our special teams, they're not executing the way they should be, and I don't know what the fix is. I'm not a hockey expert. I just like to talk hockey. But the play that we're going to see coming up here in overtime, they let a 3-on-1 rush happen right here. So the defense falls behind. You got three attackers on furlong, and yeah, that was Orr, wasn't it? No, yeah, it was Bobby Orr, and Bobby Orr was able to put it in. That should never happen, especially in overtime. You know, as soon as they get position, you should be hustling back. All right, we'll go back further here. As soon as they get possession on a 3-on-3, we should be getting back there to defend, and we weren't quick enough to do that. Let's see, where am I at here? Okay, here it is. So right there, they picked it up. We have two of our boys behind the play. Now, I don't know if that comes up to speed or just wrong placement wherever they were, but 3-on-1 in OT should never happen. Like, they had all the time in the world before Caddy got there, and then you got Vitti back here trying to reach out, but it's useless at this point. You know, Milner does a great job of, you know, stopping the first attempt, and then we got was his Cataford way over here when he could be defending this way. It's just the defense broke down on the 3-on-3, and it's just not one of our best. Milner has made me believe in him. All he needed was some playing time. I agree, Eden. Milner has proven his place on this team 100%. The kid's got nothing to prove to me. I said it again and again. I wasn't his biggest fan at the beginning. I thought we chose the wrong goalie, and he proved me wrong. He's been doing incredible. This wasn't his fault. This was a breakdown of the rest of the team. And I think Caddy, if you rewind a little bit here, you can see, where does Caddy go? You know, plays over here. He's probably going out for the break, hoping that one of his teammates can get it to him and he'll be on a break. But that's not what happened. And when they have possession in overtime, 3-on-3, you have to play defensively minded. So Caddy's way over here. You know, this is Caddy's fault. And you know, with his hockey IQ, he should have been playing more defensively. Not blaming any one individual, but our defense on the OT is just not doing its job. So that was the first game. That was on Thursday, the 2-1 loss. Bobby Orr, I spoke with him. Let me just go back to the cam here. I spoke to Bobby Orr. He agreed to be on the show, which is awesome. I've spoken with his billets from here, and they're going to give me his information once the year's over to contact him and have him on the show. I'm going to gear up the next game, which was Chicoutimi. And we'll take a quick look at that. We'll talk about a couple little things, and then I'll be off because it doesn't seem like anybody's going to join me. This is just a quick little one for all you haters to make fun of me for. All right, so here we go. I love these new jerseys, by the way. The D&D jerseys. There was a little bit of problem when they were being auctioned off. Some people were putting in the wrong numbers, and there was a couple jerseys that were, over $6,000. But they since corrected it. So if you wanted to go buy it, the prices are a little bit better now. We just squeaked this win. So my thing, but the reason I said so that first of all that goal is not Russo's fault. That was just a really good tip, and nothing Rooster could have done about that. But we squeaked this win out. They're one of the lower teams. Like they'd be like there's 18 teams that make it to the playoffs. Or sorry, there's 18 teams in the league. 16 make it to the playoffs. Like they're one of the ones that are probably not going to make it to the playoffs. Them and the Ramparts, they're two of the worst teams, and we couldn't destroy these guys. They shouldn't have done as well on us as they did. Literally every penalty that could be called in this game was called. It was crazy how many penalties there were. You didn't like Bathurst's uniform? No, I kind of did. I thought it was different. That's Jen Eden or Eden Harkins. But I really like these jerseys. I thought they were really nice looking. Just different, right? There's going to be ones that you see in the building later on, and you're like, oh, that's a nice jersey. But Russo got the start for this one, and Russo did what Russo does. He hasn't been like stand on your head impressive, especially against these lower teams. But his percentage is good. Now that goal, I believe they reviewed this goal by Caddy. It looked like a bit of a kicking motion because it did go off his skate, but I think it was just more of a redirect, and they allowed it. It was a great placement there by Caddy. We should be doing a lot more of those the backdoor plays. It's always open like that. He is wide open there. He could have went right to the stick and got the goal there too. So now we're 1-1 the second. We should be murdering these guys. We should absolutely be destroying these guys, and that's not what happened. Which kind of has me wondering if we could really compete this year if we're losing against these caliber of teams. Or sorry, if we're not playing to our abilities for this caliber of team. Russo just got beat there. It happens to every goalie. Like I said, I think Russo's a star. I'm not going to judge him too much. And the defense didn't break down. It's just, they outplayed us on that play. Beautiful there. Beautiful. He got robbed. Absolute robbed. I hope they do, Trevor. I hope they do catch fire in February. They're looking better than they were. My issue is the fact that we're playing against these teams and not, like I said, destroying them. Yeah, absolutely robbed again. The goaltending in this game was absolutely amazing. Yeah, wow. Little trip attempt on him. Yeah, no, they weren't their usual color there, Kim. I actually really like their I missed a play here. I really like their jerseys. I really like these ones though. These were really nice. They kind of take it back to the old Citadel jerseys. That's a nice shot. So from what I understand is Caddy practiced that. He practices shooting from that angle a lot. And that was just a beaut. I don't think the goalie was expecting it at all. And just a beautiful goal. Tight angle shot. So 2-2. Third period. We're beating them in shots, surprisingly. That's been kind of a tough thing for us all year is we've been getting outshot by a million, but they're starting to throw more pucks at the net, and I like seeing that. Not playing with as much as they were. That kid, Denis, man. Denis and Spriner, great pickups. As much as I hated losing the boys we lost, they were definitely worth the trade. They're really proving their worth with us. Yeah, I agree. I think there takes some time for them to get used to playing with the team again. There, Trevor. I'm really interested to see how Crosby does this year, because at the beginning of the year he was on fire. But to be honest, we didn't get much out of the two returnees this week, and we still were playing really well. So I don't think introducing one player or two players or 10 players is really going to be the difference. It's going to be a solid team effort from the coaching staff and all of the players. Wow, the chat blew up. 1 second here. Let me get through this. It's doing good. I like jerseys also. Yeah, Susan Milner's doing amazing, and the jerseys were absolutely incredible. They really need to simplify the PP. So that's going to be something I'm going to talk about later on before we end our special teams. At least we have a decent PK. Agreed. They're going to catch fire in February, like Trevor says. Lou and Crosby, nice to get them back. I agree. It's great to have the boys back. Like I said, I don't think they made much of an impact on the ice this week, but that will take time. We both know that they're very talented young boys, and they're going to do great for us this year. I love Lou. Lou's going to be the pride of Halifax for years to come, and Crosby's got some years left too. I mean, Crosby's really come out of his shell at the beginning of the first half of this year, and I can't wait to see what he does. Pucks and bodies to the net and get them deep, eh, Trevor? I agree. Throw whatever you can at the other team. But we're starting to come around. I think anyway. I'm happy that we're putting some W's on the board. But like I said, Chicoutimi and the Eagles, they're not the teams to beat. We should be destroying them, especially Chicoutimi. We should be absolutely demolishing teams like this, and then the 2-3 losses should be against bigger teams. Lou did well on the forecheck. Yes, I agree. Who's on my jersey? It's Peich. If you tuned in I think it was last week I discussed it. I bought the jersey. Well, I got the jersey as a birthday present from my family, who bought it from Peich's father, and I got it about a half hour before he was traded. He was traded on my birthday, and his father actually reached out to us. He's like, "We can give you your money back if you don't want the jersey now." But I wear it with pride. He was one of the, if anybody who has watched the channel or been in the barn or spoken with people who have been season ticket holders for years, they'll all tell you, once a Moose, always a Moose. So he's always going to be a Moosehead, and I'm proud to wear it. I think the guys are getting frustrated because they aren't scoring like they were. I agree, Kim, but I think that's because I think they're trying to focus more defensively. You see it, like the defensive end in the past month has come leaps and bounds. You see them keeping the boys to the outside. You see them in front of the net battling for the puck. So I think they've been really working on the defense, and that takes away, like, it's about balance, right? And if they overwork the defense, then we're going to have a defensive team. If they, overwork the offense in practice, then we're going to have an offensive team. It's all about balance. And as long as we can get one goal in and defend the net, I'm fine with that. It makes for boring hockey, but if it brings us the hardware, that's all that matters, right? Not sure why we were having issues scoring. Maybe the other teams are just figuring us out. I don't think it's that. I mean, it's a good point. I don't think it's them figuring us out. I think, like I said, it's just us playing more defensively, because you can see it on the ice. You can see the boys are trying to play more defensively. We had a breakdown this week on OT, but I think we're really trying to work on the defensive side of things. Yeah, representing our boy Reese. He's doing good too. I mean, he's playing really good for Chicoutimi. Or not Chicoutimi. Shawinigan. They're so similar. He's playing really good for Shawinigan. It seems like both the boys that left are doing better where they are than when they were with us. And then Fournier's kind of doing the same as he was with us. The Sags are in 11th, and they have a lot of great young talent. Okay, that's good to know. from the record that they've had in the last 10 games, even looking at their record, I didn't look at the points, but they didn't seem like they were gonna be a challenge, especially from their last 10 games. I think they only had 4 wins or something like that. Looks blue on the camera. Oh, it does look blue on the camera, doesn't it? It does look blue. No, that's crazy. Hear about the bad news following it. That's okay. Hell yeah, we're at Loud and Proud. That's right. Does anyone else think we are scared to hit because of the soft officiating at times? No, we've never been a very physical team. Trevor, you can back me up on that, I think. We've never had a physical team. We've always been a very skilled team, as far as I can remember anyway. I know we've had some heavy hitters in the past, but I think we've always concentrated more on the skill side of the game. It's not like teams have ever been really scared to play us. And this is coming from, like I said, I haven't been a season ticket holder long, and I haven't gone to every game for the last 30 minutes. This is simply just coming from my talks with other fans in the building, that we haven't been a physical team. I seen some really good hits this week. Furlong was hitting hard. McKinnon was hitting hard. Early years we did, Trevor says. But I've actually seen the opposite lately. I've seen the boys actually hitting a lot more. Did you see that first hit by McPhee against Shikutami? Oh my God. He absolutely leveled that kid in front of his bench. Absolutely insane. We did play a little more physical last few games. Yeah, 100%. Like the boys are out there hitting, and it's good to see. It really is. I do have one, and Trevor, I'd like to hear your opinion on this because I heard Dylan's. I have one critique of a single player on the team. So our captain, Furlong, who's done us proud this year, he got into a little scuffle in front of the net. His bucket was taken off of his head, and he kind of stood there. He didn't really fight back. He didn't really push the guy. And, maybe that's okay now because the fighting's kind of outlawed. But in years previously, you can't take that. You got to let them know that you're not going to allow them to push you around like that, or the next team that comes in is going to think they can do it too. I think Furlong should have dropped gloves and gotten the suspension, just to prove a point that he's not going to be pushed around. He's a bigger boy. He's an older boy. I think he should have defended himself in that crease. I think that was Saturday night. Captain got to step up. Yeah, okay, great. I'm glad you agree with me, Trevor. I didn't know if you would. I remind you, Zach and had the most penalty minutes. Yeah, Zach was. we can't compare Zach to any other player. Zach's, in my opinion, 1 in a million. I think he's the type of player that comes to an organization once every 10 years. And he wasn't especially skilled, but he was kind of an overall player. And he was more physical than most for sure. But I wouldn't compare him to anybody on our team. The Shikumi game was arguably one of the most physical games I've seen us play in 4 years. Wow. They played things physical, but also did it in the right way. I agree. It was a very physical game. Lots of hitting in the corner and the boards behind the net there. But it wasn't like scrappy. It wasn't chippy, and you didn't think there was going to be a fight every 5 seconds. I agree. It was a really physical, interesting game to watch. Even with the score, it wasn't boring. It was a good game to watch. Zach is a special breed. 100%. Zach is different. He's up to his old tricks. He's playing the exact same way. With the I know it starts with an R. I can't remember it, or an A. Zach's another Shelley. So I'm gonna jump right over to the Eagles game. No, you know what? I'm not. That was a very, very boring game. I don't know if you guys watched it on TV or not, but that was hard to watch. That game was extremely hard to watch. We were with a few people watching it. We ended up talking most of the time because it was that boring of a show to watch, or of a game to watch. So I'm not even going to mention it. What do I have on the docket today? Need to be better at moving players from in front of the net. So I am going to take you into one portion of the Eagles game. It was on their power play near the end of the game, and we had two boys standing in front of the net. It was typical formation, but we could have gotten them from in front of the net. Just trying to find it here, guys. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to change it here. So if you see here, now this is typical formation, right? The boys are staying kind of centered so that they can defend the puck. And I think it's great. You stay in front of the players so that, you know, you can intercept any passing stuff. But what happens if one gets by you, right? It's going to go off the goalie and their sticks are there first. So I don't think there should have been two people here. One of our guys should have been back here moving these guys out the way, or one of these guys should be rushing the play. Right there. So he's going to come over to Russo's going to come over to his blocker side. The player's going to the attacker's going to come over as well, and he blocks the shot. He blocks Russo's view. But yeah, it's stuff like that. We need to start clearing these guys out of the way. Schulte should have pushed him out the way. Just got to clear the boys from away from the net. And that's, again, just my opinion. I think that we allow people to just pitch tent and stand in front of our goalies all night, and you know, I don't think that's working in our favor. I fell asleep. Yeah, it was a bad game. It was a torturous game. The last like 2 or 3 minutes was exciting, but the rest of it was just hard to watch. Absolutely hard to watch. So we're going to talk a little bit about the second game again. What do you guys think about that icing call near the end? So you want to bet that somebody's going to win the $1,000? I'll take that bet. I'll bet $100 that nobody's going to win it. So yeah, so we had a questionable icing at the end of the Kudami game. It was a trash call. Was it Cataford was definitely a winner for the puck, and they called it icing. Had they not called it icing, Cataford would have been first to the puck, and then probably wrapped around to secure the win, to guarantee the win. And they called it icing and brought the play back to our zone, which absolutely trash. I could tell if Caddy got beat to the hash marks. Okay, so did he get beat to the hash marks? Because from my end and from replay, it looked like that he won. I'll wait. Trevor's really the type to make me wait forever, too. Did you see him beat him? Oh, he said he couldn't tell. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. I thought you said I could tell. My apologies. Kim, you have a really no, they didn't. That's funny. They didn't put that up on the qmjhl, so I'll show you here. So that was the very end of the period. I'll just wait for this commercial to end, because you know it's YouTube and that's what they do. It was at the very end of the game, so it's easy to find. So let's go to... Oh, I'm already on main cam. Was I on main cam the whole time? Shit. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so here we are at the end of the game. That's not even the game, my bad. Tell us my first time doing it this way, eh? Right here. Okay. Yes, I know that. I said that he was first to the hash bar parks, which would have made him first to the puck. He would have wrapped around and got the empty netter. But yeah, so here it is, 3-2, and it's not going to show the icing call. At least I didn't see it anyway. And that'll be the end of it, I believe. Yeah. So they're not showing that icing. Funny that they didn't show it. All right, sorry about that. Trash, Quintel Caddy, hash marks. I thought Caddy was Kim, you had a great view there. It looked like it from me, and when I was watching it on the CHL, it looked like it to me as well. We watch every game after the game, you know what I mean? So like, if we go to the game, when we come home, we'll watch the game again just to, refresh our memories on it. I know we got no life, right? But yeah, and I didn't see it looked like Caddy beat him to me. He said he thought it was too close to call. So in that instance, now I'm kind of new to this. If it's a tie, does it go to the defense, or is there a rule like that? Since when you see a penalty. What are you talking about? Since when can you review a penalty or a minor? It's the first time the hash marks not to the puck. Yes. Okay, I already spoke of that. Back up. They've always had the ability to review penalties, especially if there is blood or intent. But we rarely see them utilize that ability to review the call. Was a first for me on Saturday to see that. That's from John Siteman, if anybody's not reading the chat. Do you have the CHL TV? Yes, we do downstairs. I don't have it on my PC. Actually, I might. Let me see here.
Hey, Moose Country! Welcome to another episode of Let Us Be Heard.
Sorry, guys. It's the first time ever doing it like this. I apologize. All right. So here we go. Okay, go back a bit. There's my boy. All right, so it's right after the it was right after the timeout, so we'll see what happens here. Sorry guys, it's really weird switching back and forth from scenes for me. Typically I just have it on one, and I've been putting it on the wrong scene a couple times tonight, so I apologize. Sorry. There he is, Isaac. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to pause this. It was so good. Isaac, if you're at all watching this, it was so good seeing you at a game, man. You are a beloved member of the Mooseheads family, and seeing you at a game brought back memories from last year's playoffs, and it felt good to see you on the big screen dinging your bell, man. I hope you come back to more games. I know you're doing big things with the Thunderbirds, and I'm sure they really appreciate you there, but we do miss you in the building. So shout out to you. Thanks for coming to see it, or coming to back to a game. Time it was called. What is icing? Oh, so it's before the timeout? Okay. Okay, so here's the 102. So we'll watch it from here. Yeah, Catafor beat him, man. Come on. Tell me Catafor did not beat him. We'll watch that again. So right here, he's obviously winning. Catafor's losing this right now. Catafor turns on the jet. Catafor's stick is at the hash. You can't. No, there's no way. Catafor definitely beat him. What do you guys think? It was close. It was close. It was close. Let's watch it one more time. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was Caddy. I think Caddy got it. Yeah, he beat it by half a step. Yeah, I think Caddy got it. So it was just a missed call. It was a bad call. It happens all the time. Just sucks that it happened, at that point in the game. Not the time you want to be throwing around bad calls. Too close to call at the moment. I agree. It's a hard call for any ref to make. They have to make a split decision call, and they have to stand by it no matter if they're right or wrong on the ice anyway. I'm really surprised they called it icing. There is no way that should have been icing. I agree, but like Trevor just said, it's they have to make split to second calls. They can't split decision calls, whatever. And if they don't make it, if they let it go, then they're going to be questioned as to why you let it go. And he erred on the side of caution. He believed what he saw to be true, and he called it. And you can't fault them. Their job is such a tough job, and when it's a blatant mistake, I'm all for trashing the referees. But that was close. That was too close, in my opinion, to call. I wouldn't want their job. Tell me anybody in this chat that wants their job. I don't fucking want their job. So that's it for the games. I think I don't have anything else to talk about. Strange first goal, we talked about that. Amount of penalties, we talked about that. Yeah, he was right beside it. Yeah, I agree, but I still think that Catafor won that race, but it is what it is. Too bad that's the only angle we had. Yeah, I agree, but I don't know. It looked to me that he won. So we had the fan skate this week. Let me know in the comment if anybody went to the fan skate. Me and my family went. It was a hell of a time. The boys are so gracious and so excited to chat to all the fans. It was really, really fun to be there. My favorite point of the game, in the night, was when Todd, he found this person who was on a apparatus for skating. I don't know what they're called. It was like a sled. They obviously had some physical impairments where they couldn't skate. They had to be like that. He took his time out to bend down to their level, do some pictures with them, and then he actually said, "Hey, do you want to go for a skate with me?" and skate it with this young person around the ice. And I thought that was just it was stellar. Like I think that shows the boys' hearts that we have on our team, that they're not just hockey players. They're here for the fans. They're good boys, and that really impressed me. I absolutely loved seeing that. Sledge hockey sled. Okay, thank you. I didn't know what it was called. They had the Tim Hortons at the skate. They did. We had Tim Hortons there. I thought they were going to return it for the game on Thursday, but they didn't bring it back. Hopefully they'll bring it back next game. Sledge hockey, yeah. Did anyone else group win a jersey? I know there's one person here who won a jersey, and somebody wants to buy it off you. I know that much. I didn't win any. I wish I did. Lou returned, Crosby returned. I think we already discussed that about how it's not. I don't think it's one person did more than one person coming back doesn't really help the team. They didn't really contribute too much. They were still a presence on the ice, but it's not like they were putting up numbers. It's going to take a team effort for us to get back at it. I really like the line combinations. Can somebody else in the chat let me know how you feel about the line combinations, because I absolutely love the second line. The second line is killer. Like, I think if we get our first line firing again, we're going to be unstoppable. I'd love to have a third line that contributes a little bit more, but I'd much sooner have two lines than one line. And that line is outscoring our first line right now. I'm absolutely pleased with that line. What do you guys think? Oh, wait a minute. Let me know how you feel with the lines. I really want to hear your opinions. I'm sure I'm delayed, and that's why I'm not seeing anything yet. I agree. I think there is something wrong with Vidicek. He hasn't been performing to his standards. And he was in a yellow jersey at one point in practice. Or maybe it's in his head for not making the Team Canada team. I don't know. Something's up with him because he's not performing the way he used to. He's another one lately who I see whiffing on a puck quite a bit. He's sad. Yeah, he could be sad. Very much so. And these guys are just humans just like us. I think we have a huge amount of depth in those second and third lines, really? Compared to the past, yeah. Denis and Springer are impressing me with that second line. Lou is a great addition from how he played this week. I agree. I mean, Lou's going to be great whatever line we put him on. I thought he would be in the third line returning, but I believe he was right up on first line, so good for him. Love the line combinations, Eden says. Melissa says, I would be too, but I think it's more physical. Oh, talking about Vidicek. Second line, yeah, I agree. Jared says, the only change I would make would be to swap Todd with McPhee as third line centers. Yeah, I like McPhee. It's hard for me because they're kind of the same player. I think they're swappable. They're interchangeable. They're both on the ice to be mouthpieces and draw penalties. They're both real gritty, tough young men. They're not, and I don't mean to offend anybody. They're not real talented players in the sense of the word. They're talented at what they do, but they're not there to get points. So to me, they're interchangeable. I don't really care who's on the line. I like McPhee more just because he's just a more personable guy. But I think they're the same player, really. I like the law firm line. The what? Law firm? McPhee and Welsh. I love that. That is awesome. I love that. I really like the new kid too. McPhee, yeah. I really like Springer too, as much as I didn't like the trade. Agreed. We don't like seeing our boys go, but that was a really fortunate trade for us. He's talking about Luke. Oh, okay, Luke, not Brady. Braden. The thing is with McPhee and Todd is that they are likely going to keep them together as much as possible, as they were quite good with the Wolfpack. Helps play the Shane game for sure. Yeah, so I don't think so. Just because they played good together, John, I typically agree with you, and maybe they will keep them together. I don't think that's a smart decision. I don't think we need two Todds or two McPhees on the same line. Spread that out. Maybe put one on third and one on fourth. But yeah, no, to me they're interchangeable players, and I don't think it does us any good to have them both on the same line. They're together with the Wolfpack. They're in Cole Harbor and produce some great stuff out there. Well, they're both very talented young men. Our fourth line might not score a lot. but they control the puck in the offensive zone. Agreed. I'd have to take a look at those players plus minus, and I don't like pulling that up on stream because Hockey DB tends to put up commercials and it comes into the stream, so I don't like doing that. But I will check it out and have my shit together for the next chat. Now, there's been a lot of drama, a little bit from me lately, regarding coaching. After those 2 wins, does anybody have any different opinions on the coaching? My stance as of now is I don't like the coaching. But what do you guys think? Do you think you got talking to and maybe we're gonna do better? Do you think it's nothing happened and we're just seeing better results? What do you guys think it is? Again, talking about Luke and Todd, not Braden. Yes, Melissa corrected me on that already there, man. Thanks, though. So, yeah, just want to know if, do you think the coaches changed anything or if it's just business as usual and it just worked out better for us? Okay. Okay. So I agree. Still not a fan of the coaches. So Kim's not a fan of the coaches still. Same with me. Let's see. Okay, so that's the lines. We were already talking about those. So I mean, I'm done. I don't have anything else to talk about. Anybody wants to join in and have a word, by all means, have at it. But I don't have anything left to say. I'm just looking in the chats here. Alright, so we got Dylan says he's still not a fan of the coach. Oh, no, sorry, that's Kim, still not a fan of the coaches. Dylan says I was talking about John's comment, not any before that. Okay, apologies. McPhee 10, Todd 9, Welsh 3. Wow, oh, minus. Yeah, that's not good. Minus 10, minus 9, and minus 3. That doesn't mean they're controlling the puck in their zone. That means that more goals, correct me if I'm wrong, that more goals went in on us than we got with them on the ice. So in my opinion, and I could be wrong, those aren't good numbers. So why wouldn't we separate them? The whole team isn't good. Schultze, I believe, is a 5 right now. Let's bring up. I'm going to go into Hockey DB. I'm turning my volume all the way down on that, and I'm going to bring up Hockey DB and go to the Moose. Nope, wrong one. So if their plus minus is that bad for all of them, then they should definitely do something with that line. You would think. Why can't I get that to come up? Search by team. Oh, -3 for Schultz. Okay. Team. Holy crap. I've never searched a team. Whatever. Fuck it. I'll take your guys' word for it. I've never searched a team before on Hockey DB, and it's a hassle. Dylan says they will probably keep Luke and Todd together with their history of playing with each other. Furlong had a +19, says Trevor. Don't use Hockey DB for this. It's on the actual Moosehead site. Okay, good to know. Morvey, I don't know how Furlong and Morvey's numbers are that high. I really don't. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing, bud? Hope you're having a good night. Search the player. Yeah, you can do that, but I would have to literally search every. Oh, search the player and just click on their name. See, fucking smart, Trevor. Smart, Trevor. All right, let's go with wrong keyboard. Here we go. There we go. Smart, man. All right, so plus minus. See, 64 games played. Oh, that's last year. Sorry. This year. All right, so we got Cataford's a 38. Furlongs plus 9, 30, 38, 30, and 25 for our top three points getters, which is, you know, absolutely incredible. Yeah, Morvek 18. We got Crosby out of 10, but to be fair, he's only played 12 games. Who's that? Todd's at minus 9. McPhee's at minus 11 for Lermont. Jeez, Lermont. Minus 12 for Fontaine. Yeah, the whole team isn't that great for the plus minus. Thanks for bringing that up. Click the team. Yep. Ding, ding, ding. Good. Thanks for asking. So do you have a phone book up to reach the keyboard there, Isaiah, or are you on your phone? All right, guys. I think that's it for me. Thanks for everybody in the chat for joining in. I appreciate it. It makes it a shorter video, and I don't have to stay on here too long either. And I'm not drudging this on, so it's good. I liked it. It's fun. Let me know if you want to continue doing like this, or having people on, or just not have them done at all. I can only go by what you guys want, and if you don't want them anymore, just let me know. Or if you want a different format, or if you want me to get somebody else to do them, just comment below what you need to do. I see your comment, but I don't see your comment. That's weird. Close up the chat. I might have missed some people's chats. 1 second. Docs. Chat. Yeah, no. Isaiah. Oh, there you go. I'm good, bud. Thanks for asking. It's the last thing I got for you, but it's showing up here. This is better. This is better? Okay, cool. We'll continue doing like this until I hear otherwise. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys are all healthy, safe, and happy out there. And as always,